Okay, right, we're back with our two launches for the spring of '66. First, our joint unmanned orbital docking. Note this is a joint launch, so it tells us what is on each launch facility and what each pad is. So, part 1, the primary part, will launch first. That's putting the docking module in orbit. And then the Gemini will launch second to actually dock with it. Now, we won't see any of that because this is an unmanned mission. We'll only see the primary launch and no other steps. If there's a step failure, we'll see the step failure when it occurs. Now keep in mind, you only ever see one because any step failure in an unmanned mission results in that mission being a failure entirely. So let's go ahead and we're only using the Atlas, so should be a cakewalk. I'm expecting a failure probably in the docking step because we're rolling against a 40. Oh. Not quite the worst possible situation, but one of the worst. Because it occurred in the Earth orbital activities, and we had an accidental reentry, and again the game rolled a perfect 100, thank you for that, we never got to the docking step. We never got to the docking step in the mission. So we don't get credit for even a failed docking test. Which means in our manned orbital docking orbit mission coming up, we're rolling against the same base 40% as before. The worst possible situation in this case would be something happening and the docking module not even getting to orbit, which means our other mission would either have to be scrubbed or would be forced downgraded to just a simple Earth orbital. You'll note I didn't put any EVA or duration steps with the manned Earth orbital, the docking with the orb. Let me start from scratch. Yeah, failure. And the Soviets BS2 duration level C. I'm curious. No, they have to be using Voskod, because you can't do duration level C with the one now. I was hoping I'd be able to see that in the videos, but there aren't that many videos showing the exterior of Voskod. I didn't see anything that told me that they were using Soyuz. Besides, if they were using Soyuz, they would have had a 3-person as well. They would have had a 3-person craft prestige first. So, okay. Notice I didn't put anything on this mission, the orbital docking orbit, beyond that. No EVA, no duration. The reason for this is simple. A failure in the docking step is a failure use alternate step failure. So if you fail the docking, the rest of the mission gets scrubbed and they come straight back. Which means that until you get your docking high enough, to the point where it basically doesn't really matter, you always run the risk of failing the docking step and then not even attempting the EVA or the duration steps. So I tend to do just simple manned orbital docking orbit, no EVA, no duration, or anything like that, and having separate launches for the long duration missions, the actual EVA and duration steps. So we are going to space today, insertion burn, orbital activities. Okay. Now we have things different. We have an add step for the docking, the hardware power on step. The hardware power on step is based off of the safety factor of the Explorer, although it looks we got like a bonus from something. I don't know whether that's counted as being from Capsule anyway. Wow. I was not expecting to be a success on the very first attempt for docking. Wow, I'm sort of speechless. I don't think I've ever had, on a 40% check, have it be that successful. Then again, that's the random number generator for you.
Roger, Grove came out at 30,000 in about a 90-degree yaw.
I was expecting this to just be, you know, we would fail the docking step, and from that we just go back to our partial failure and get 1 prestige. But because we didn't, we get a bonus. Prestige first, man docking. So instead of 1 point, we get 8. Lucky, lucky, lucky us. So,
Good evening. Developments in the news today. A key scientist has escaped from the Soviet Union.
yeah, this will probably this may change. I'm not sure. I don't care.
And that's the news.
Yeah, I don't know if the astronauts in the news will also change. It may, but I'll just talk about it right here, just in case it doesn't. See how Slayton has retired, and because of that, the flight crew that Slayton was in is now broken up. So Cooper was removed from the current flight crew. So what that means is that Cooper goes back into the astronaut complex to await a new assignment. I don't know if that will still hold true, because as I said, I'm going to save and I'm going to stop here. But that's something to keep in mind whenever you're planning missions out in the future. So we will save as Let's Play 4. And it seems as though Kikoski has actually bounced back pretty well from the early initial struggles. We're doing pretty good. Got a couple of prestige firsts. Although I don't even remember who Lyndon Johnson's vice president was. I really don't. But he's, you know, not as happy as we were last year. So there's that. The Soviets got the prestige. They got the bonus for had the duration C. They probably had a couple good manned missions, and they are. I think they are on their way. And let's just pad out the video a little bit more. See what the CI was saying. Ha! Historical manned lunar landing in the next year. Right. What kind of penalty would you have for that? In fact, let's just see what kind of penalty you would have for that, because they would have, so, a historical manned lunar landing. For us, it's a -20. For them, it would be a -17 because they would clear the duration C penalty. But still, if you believe that, then, I don't know. They have a bridge in Brooklyn to sell you, but, I'm going to stop here and pick up at some other session. So, thanks for watching, and I'll see you another time. So, take care, and later.